What's up, guys? I am back with another episode of our MLB The Show franchise mode. Sounds like my sinuses are relatively clearing up a little bit, so I sound a little better. Our trade block, I don't know if I showed you guys in the last episode. Kind of looks weird, but we got DJ Hers on the trading block. We still have Holderman and Piamps, I believe, in the majors. Yeah. Mason Miller, Roberto Arroyo, has actually been fantastic in the bullpen. Only a 2.70 ERA, 6 earned runs in 20 innings. So, I mean, would like that to be a little lower, but, like, the guy's 21 years old, so give him a minute. I can't believe he's already an 81 at that age. Brian Monk got left behind. He was supposed to be the next big thing, and then Roberto Arroyo showed up out of nowhere. We put Jeffers and Matt Thaiss on the trading block. We'll have to keep an eye on whether or not anybody wants the two of them, and we will have to react accordingly in terms of signing other catchers, whether they be good or not. But like, okay, I'll put. He is in the majors. Okay, we're gonna put all three. Now, I really like Lux a lot. I really want to find a reason to call him up, and Horner has heated up a little bit. Douglas Felsch would be the next to call up, despite being right-handed as well as Horner. So I'm hoping he has a big takeoff in overall. He's 22, and he's a 76. So what was his potential? C? All right. Marte is out for just 3 or 4 more weeks, so that's about a month. Hampson has not been very good. Maybe trying to trade him away and use Braden Taylor or somebody, or even Noel Marte for that matter. So it is going to be the third and final game of this series. We'll be looking for a sweep against the Guardians to start off the Ohio Cup well. Rhett Lauder's on the mound. People are getting tired. This is kind of the risk you take when you... Alright, we're going to regret doing this because he is hot as a candle. So let's move Hampson to lead off. I know he sucks this year, but we need somebody to kind of take over for... Oh, geez, this game might actually suck. Who would be a good two-hitter? Ellie might actually... No, we'll do that. Fraley, Robert, Butler, Bailey. Who else is exhausted? Ellie himself is exhausted and cold, so let's give him a break. That doesn't happen too often, so... Oh, actually... Who's DHing? Naylor can play first. Ray is just going to have to switch with Hampson. See, this is kind of the pickle I ran into. Because Ellie's going to have to play despite being totally tired. Butler. I guess we'll give Horner a day off. And then we'll give Ellie a day off using Horner instead. Butler. Nah. It'll be fine that way. We'll be... Oh, crap. I forgot to put Reyes somewhere else. He is going to bat fourth. That is not going to be good. But everything else should be ideal.
It's the Cleveland Guardians. Stepping up for the Guardians.
And you never know. Maybe Reyes will absolutely shine today. I do believe he is on the trading block because I don't really want a 58 overall player.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
See if we can get something out of him. If nothing, then that's fine, but I want to try.
Keeps
okay.
Going with a foul ball.
Yikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what
All right, Robert should have easy access to this one. I gotta look at some of these prospects, what they're doing in AAA and AA and whatnot.
Stephen Kwan.
I kind of wish that it showed actual stats for the players you still have in
2-1.
single A, because like the teams exist.
Yeah, that's
I
foul
think we're
off.
second place in the division still, so like that's fine. Would like to be a little better, but I'll take what I can get, and we'll strike out Quan.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one.
Excuse me.
Pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch.
Nice.
Fastball middle in, kind of has gutter action in it.
Almost
Just
forgot
bunches
who
you
we
up.
had
Can't get your hands
leading off for us,
barrel
but
to
it's
it.
going to
Not
be
much you can do unless you recognize the spin
Hampson
early and
today.
you spit on it.
That guy's talking a lot. All right. Foul ball again by Mayo. Pitch count isn't like dreadful, but it would be preferred to be lower than it is now. He doesn't get the call. That would have been strike 3. So it's 2-2 instead, and the inning keeps going. He fouls off yet another one. I gotta try to put it up and in on his hands. He fouls off another one. What are we doing here?
I wouldn't throw him
This
another
is going to be the
breaking ball.
20th pitch.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated.
No, I threw the breaking ball, and it worked. So inning is over. Hampson begins the game for us. 229 average, could be way better. All right, Guardians, not so good. Which is crazy because I feel like they have a pretty good roster. But that'll make it 2-2. Was that Kyle Teal behind the plate for them? Foul ball by Hampson. I like his OBP. I don't like the average, though. So apparently he takes walks. That's a good foul ball right there. I don't know if that was in the zone or not. It was just low, but you couldn't tell until the very end. So that's a good swing. That's going to be a fly ball. Out. Oh, they got Pete.
Here's the lineup for the Reds. In that leadoff spot, a guy.
All right, Ellie. Maybe we should have put Ellie first. It's a 2-2 count to him now.
Facing right-handed pitching this season, it's been a struggle hitting under 200.
Okay, swung underneath
feeling
it.
too confident about what awaits him in this one.
That
But
sucks.
You got to find a way to just put the bat on the ball, maybe find a hole, and all of a sudden your confidence grows. And you start to see the ball a little bit better.
Alonso bounced around again.
To work on some things,
He
make yourself a better
was
player.
on the Dodgers, and now he's apparently on the Orioles. That's hard hit. It gets through. Base hit for Naylor. And that'll open the scoreboard, at least on the hitting bug. Okay. This is who I'm a little worried about, but Reyes swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It'll be okay. Just gotta, at worst, try to extend this inning just a little bit.
Here in the third and final game of the series.
That is on the ground to third. They go short way. And Naylor slides anyways. That's kind of funny. Alrighty.
For the start of the inning. Now it's the
Jake
DH.
Berger.
Jake Berger swings through that.
Do that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for the
Struck him out. Way to go, Rhett Lauder.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Mansardo.
That is up on his hands. He'll swing and foul it off. Oh, that's through. That's a base hit. Uh-oh. We're going to cancel that throw. If he tries to advance on us, perfect. We'll throw him out. But he did not. So that is a base hit. Kyle Manzardo is on for Kyle Teal. Pitch count is up at 33. Probably should try ending this inning fairly soon. Don't want that to climb too high. Struck out Kyle Teal. Alright, we do got to win this game to go back down 2.5 games underneath the Cardinals. Brian Rocchio hanging strong on this Guardians lineup.
What can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable. And
I don't know if I can look at the projected upcoming free agents, but whoa, gosh, just as we were about to get out of the inning.
And he hit him. So first
That
and
sucks.
second with 2 outs.
Armstrong hits the ground ball. We throw him out.
Is
It was kind of bloated
the inning. And
in
welcome
terms
back to the
of
ballpark. Now
batters,
it's the veteran
but
outfielder, Jake
all right.
Fraley.
Jake Fraley batting a lowly
Jack swing
225.
called strike.
Wow! I knew I didn't go around on that. They called that a strike. That might get down in front. It does. Base hit for Fraley.
And aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, he wasn't afraid
Excellent.
to hit with 2 strikes. I think
All
he
right,
choked
who's
up a
next?
little bit, maybe.
And Encarnacion Strand. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking. I think it's Teal who's playing catcher for him. Arm is solid. We're gonna
Spread out,
not
but
test
he
him
got the
just
job
yet.
done right there.
So
I
up
don't
next,
believe we'll have to.
Christian
So
Encarnacion Strand.
15-0 Orioles over. That might get through. It does. First and second.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there. But he
All right,
did get
Luis
it. Really
Robert.
nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
2-2.
Now it's Luis Robert.
Only a 236 average for him so far this year. Need that to be a little higher.
Swings.
But it'll get lower for now. Strike three, one down.
Himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit, just couldn't get to it. I think that
I missed it,
slider
I'll be honest.
Really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed
All right.
Next to hit, Lawrence.
That's
Butler.
down. Oh, this might be stupid. Everybody's safe. He threw it away. We're going home. Excellent.
Right there is a great read and some wheels to match. So exciting when you see a guy score all the way from second on a wild pitch. It's almost like an inside the park home run.
We were already going, and then he kind of... I don't know how he threw that away. It was not that far of a throw. But Lawrence Butler still has a runner in scoring position to try to hit home. He fouls that off, making it a 2-2 count. Alrighty. That is in the air, shallow. We're gonna... Nah, I'm not gonna test it. It did take him off the bag. I do think we could have possibly scored there. Wow, Bailey is back down to 220. His average has been bouncing around. Would like another run, but if we don't get it, that's... I want to say okay, but I don't honestly believe myself. Alright, we are one game back in the wild card. We can help ourselves in these standings. Hampson flown out, and he's also not very good with runners in scoring position this year. Foul ball right down the middle. We missed it. That's embarrassing.
3-2 now.
He smoked that. That is going to get down for a double. That'll score the run. An on-target throw would have absolutely roasted Bailey. But as it stands, 2-0 Reds, 2-out double. Hampson will bat. That's going to put him on third. I'm not trying to test that. Way to go, Hampson.
90 feet away with 2 out.
Ellie De La Cruz now.
For the Reds. Jones picks over and he's back in safely.
All right. I say we watch this pitch. Don't even swing at it. I want to see what... All right. I did say don't swing at it, but we chose to swing at it because I liked the location. I was just kind of seeing what his pitch was going to look like. That's a great pitch. I thought I was going to swing at that, and then it looked like it was curving inside, and it did, but it stayed in the zone. Now Daniel Schneemann, the 9-hole hitter, fouls it off. 1-2. Just glad we got 2 runs on the board when we did. So that's hard hit, but Butler will be there. Hey, Chase Burns is third in strikeouts, but 16 below the leader, Dylan Cease. Swings through it, Lowe does.
he hasn't been
Nah, I
very
will
efficient in
agree
terms of
with
the
that
pitch
call.
count.
It's
He's gonna
been
need
a
to get some
little
quick
bit
outs
too many
if he's gonna get
pitches.
deeper into this game. 1 out, base is empty.
I say fifth inning, unless
Breaking ball. It is
a
interesting,
drastic
though,
change
when you
in
consider
pitches.
the way the game is run now. Doesn't
Got
really
him.
matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep.
Yeah,
Because
it looks like the
teams are really
Padres loaded up
aggressively
on
building
players.
their
Are they leading their
bullpens.
division?
Stephen Kwan will hit next.
They had Henderson and Terang, who are
On
both
the ground
solid.
right side.
That will end the
Takes it
inning.
himself to the
Perfect.
bag, and that'll do it.
All right, now we'll have Josh Naylor, who is 1 for 1 on the day. That is just low. Great take.
Now 2 balls and a strike.
3-way tie for pitching war in the AL.
Swings through.
That's high. We should have left it. It's 2-2.
Right tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what,
Maybe.
memories of hitting
Oh
Jay
my gosh!
creeping into my
That's on
mind.
me.
Got him swinging.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon
I
as it
swung
started.
a little
Strikeout,
too
you
late.
gotta be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend
All right.
that at bat.
That might drop.
Swings and hits a
I don't
fly
know.
ball
It
center
might.
field.
It
And
does.
ball.
It's a base hit for Augustin
Leading
Reyes.
forward with a 1-out single. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds.
That's a good pitch right there.
How vocal the umpire is today. No doubt.
Fraley,
In the hitter's
1
mind,
for 1 on the
catcher's mind,
day.
even the pitcher's mind.
That's gonna probably get caught out there. Jammed him on that fastball.
Pro Armstrong pulls it down.
2 down.
There's 2 gone.
This game has been a little more offensive than the last couple episodes. We already have more hits
The
than
next to
both
hit
of
for
those
the
games.
Reds.
That's hard to hit. Ah, not hard enough. It's going to get caught out there.
Sizes this one up. He's got it. And that is that.
I go off the sound of the bat most of the time when I say that, and then I look and it's 88 off the bat. So,
Back
not
at the
ideal.
ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the.
Oh, darn it. That's a base hit by Kobe Mayo. Robert kind of throws it a little wildly, but no problem for the long-armed Ellie De La Cruz.
And the hands just continue to carry.
Uh-oh. That will tie things at 2.
And out of here.
Jake Berger goes yard.
This game is tied. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big time
That
swing.
absolutely changes all momentum around.
Guardians, just lacking
Just
discipline
totally
in baseball.
rescues
They're chasing a lot
the
of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turned into a
mindset
bunch
of the
outs.
Guardians.
Turn that around and stay within the zone. We'll see, but I think they have to.
All right, high pitch count. Nearing 70. It's fair. That's a double, probably.
Around first, digging
Fraley got it on the bounce. It's going to be late, so we're going to cut that off.
It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting
Manzardo.
no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from.
Where's that at? That's going to be out of play. Darn it.
With this already.
Maybe? Yeah, way out of play.
And it's second. On the ground.
All right, that's to Reyes at third, so it holds the runner.
Finally
1
gets the
down.
first out here on the grounder.
It's been a rough inning, but Rhett is going to have to recover.
Kill some worms while you're at it.
Good pitch to Roquillo.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out with an ugly swing.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field.
6th K for Rhett Lauder today.
Travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good
Just
pitch
got to
for
get the
strike.
offense back to going. Pete Crow Armstrong 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base. That's a hard hit down the line.
And foul ball.
That's spiked. Reyes with a good grab. Throws it across the diamond. It's dropped by Encarnacion Strand. That should be labeled an error, and it
Now it's the
is.
second baseman, Daniel Steeman. Late with the swing there. Instead let the hitter get his
The long inning just won't end for Rhett Lauder. Up to 87 pitches now. Schneemann fouls another one off.
2 on, 2 outs.
Struck him out. The inning is finally over.
But 2 come across to score in the inning. Curtis.
Could have been worse. It could have been much, much worse. I'm going to warm up Chase Petty just in case things kind of collapse on us. I would hate that. Oh, wow, his stamina's pretty good.
All
right, Robert bats with nobody on.
Shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Early on that not fastball. That's what I thought it would be. Circle change. That's way high. It's outside, 3-2. Lawrence Butler has flown out today. Oh, Robert reinstates the Reds' lead. 106 off the bat, 418 feet. Absolute moonshot by Robert. And it's almost like we never lost the lead.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight.
All right, Lawrence Butler will look to follow that up. Swings through a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. That is dribbled up the middle. That is going to be way too late. Infield single by Butler. Excellent. Now Patrick Bailey, who hit a RBI double, is going to pop out for the first out here. That's all right. Things like that happen.
And there's one down. So back to the top of the Reds lineup.
All righty. Garrett Hampson 1 for 2 today. Fouls that fastball off. Taking a step off the bag there. Perfect. Didn't need to steal.
And now a man into scoring position.
Jared Jones has thrown his second wild pitch of the ball game. And now Garrett Hampson looks to do some damage. And he does. That is going to get the run home unless the throw is perfect. It is under the tag. That could not have been closer. We will see if the Guardians go to their bullpen soon here.
Here comes the skipper out of the
and
dugout.
it was very soon.
He's ready to make the move.
Jones is done. Sproat will take his place.
Right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
That is on the corner for a strike.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first.
Took a swing at it. No double play in order. I don't think they could have gotten a double play on a ball hit that softly regardless, but runner on second now for Naylor. That's hard hit, but probably too high to do anything. Yep, that'll get caught out on the grass. We do get 2 runs to take the lead back. And Rhett Lauder comes back out to at least start the 5th. He is already up to 93 pitches. And with the top of the order up, it's a tough task here. I do know the next pitcher to probably put in would be Arroyo. I know he's a setup guy, but his stamina is pretty good. Chase Petty would be the guy if we have to pull Rhett during this inning, and it's a base hit. That's a double.
This could be trouble, and that's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Fraley with the spin throw to De La Cruz.
Showed a lot of fight with 2
Josh is on.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing,
99 pitches, 100th coming up. It's popped to Robert. That will be the first out.
Down to third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
I just want Rhett to get through this inning, but if he can't, then I don't want to force him to.
Something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine.
That is softly hit. It will go foul. Hits their third base coach. He is now getting tired.
Run comes to the plate.
To Ellie, that should be an out.
Now 2 out. And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
Berger with another high drive. Butler after it. He caught it on the track.
So they work around the leadoff double. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Reds 4 and the Guardians 2.
Alrighty. 9 hits, 4 runs. Same pitcher in. That is outside. We are going to sit Chase Petty and set. Ooh. There's been a change of plans. Manzardo and Teal both being lefty. Brian being a switch who's worse against lefties. Adrian Morahone will be the first out of the pen. That is down the line. Just fair. He's going to have himself a double. Augustine Reyes having a day. That throw was pretty close. And now it gives a scoring chance to Jake Fraley, batting 1 for 2. That is tapped to center field. Just caught. I thought for 1 second that might get down. It's a great catch. Great catch out there.
That was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground.
Early swing by Encarnacion Strand, only batting 146 with runners in scoring position. Would be pretty awesome if we can get an RBI here. It'd be Encarnacion Strand to Robert, both of which not very good with runners in scoring position, apparently. I would say he held that up. It's in the dirt. Full count.
Runner holds, and it's a full count.
That's hit hard. Not hard enough. That might get the runner over. He is running backwards. We are absolutely taking the base on that.
And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Awesome. All right. Runner on third, 2 outs. Robert has a home run today already. That's really hard hit, but it will go foul. Hitting the netting, fortunately.
Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines.
That is softly hit to second, and it looks like the Guardians will escape.
And they take care of Robert for the out. And that is the inning.
Morahone out of the pen. Righties hit him really hard, but the good news is the only one that'll be batting against him is Rocchio. And it's a home run by Manzardo.
Way back there, and forget it. It's out of here.
Manzardo absolutely torching the Reds today. I mean, if he gets a triple in his next at bat, that's the cycle. Morahone came in to face the lefties and the switch hitter. The first one he faces takes him deep. He's got to recover from that. That is softly tapped to Morahone, who's going to run. Hey, I like that animation. They actually added it. All right.
Next one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Rocchio, the switch hitter of the inning. We'll see who the 8-hole hitter is. That is really hard hit down the line, but foul. Another foul ball. He is.
One down, base is empty.
Keeping this at bat alive. Struck him out down low. Rocchio down on strikes.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles of his hand and just drops off the table.
That's a hard foul by Pete.
It's just so tough to put wood on.
2 outs, base is empty.
Alrighty.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. This homer brings the Guardians a bit closer.
Yep, it's a 1-run game now.
Back here at the ballpark,
And the same pitcher on the mound. It's another lefty situation. Let's warm up Robert Garcia. Set him to put in. Roberto Arroyo is going to sit and rest for the day. Awesome. Butler, followed by Bailey. Butler swings over top with a changeup. Then back to the top of the order to Hampson, who hopefully isn't the top of the order forever. But he's been all right today. Oh my gosh. Absolute dot on the corner right there. Bailey will bat now with 1 down. He's got a double already to his name. That is over the head of Sproat. They're going to have time to throw him out, unfortunately. Anybody else might have actually reached. Especially this man. Early on the changeup. That could have gone a long way if we were just a little more patient. 1 and 2 now. Oh, goodness. Strikes and stretches a little bit. Robert Garcia actually not pitching that well against lefties. They hit 300 against him. That is going to get partially helped right there. Now Josh Lowe. All right, 1 and 2 to Lowe. He'll swing through a fastball that went right down the middle. Quan to the right side. Hampson takes care of it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3. New pitcher on the mound. Righty, righty, lefty. We're going to go with Colin Holderman or Piumps here. I'm going to go with Piumps. It's a little bit too close for ERA of 5 to be pitching today. All right. Now we'll have Ellie De La Cruz outside, 2 and 1.
Activity in the bullpen.
I don't think Ellie has. Yeah, he's 0 for 3. I was going to say I don't think he's got a hit today.
Fernandez warming up as well.
It's in there for strike 2. Ian Hamilton, the former Yankee. Solid grab by the Guardians. Swings in the dirt, and it's strike 3.
1 gone here. And now
darn it. Naylor has had a decent day. 1 for 3. Swings over the slider. That has been filthy.
In the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
That's low. All right. Slider, sinker, 4-seam, all of which in the 90s. That is, oh gosh, right on the freaking dot. Reyes, so far 2 for 3. Good day for him. Inside. Would love another hit, but oh gosh, not going to get it swinging at that. We're going to call a time. We're going to call timeout.
That's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
All right, Reyes. Swings through it. Strike 3. Struck out the side. Piumps will come in here in the 8th. We'll face, I believe it's 3 righties. That saws off Mayo. It's a pop-up to Encarnacion Strand. Homered earlier. Just low with the slider.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th.
That is really hard hit. Ellie takes care of it.
zips it across.
And that's out number 2.
Up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians.
All right, Kyle Manzardo, a triple shy of a cycle.
No signs of wavering.
There's the news. It's popped. Fraley's got to run away. He'll get there just in time. So no cycle for Manzardo today. New pitcher is Alexis Diaz.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season.
Mason Miller.
Big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the.
Do we want to? Man, I am going to use Miller, even though he is a little tired. Fraley will be the first to face Alexis. Way outside.
Way off the plate.
4-seam, slider, 2-seam. And Fraley fouls it off. 2-2. This guy, we know him all too well. Totally filthy. That is a fly ball out to left field. That should get caught out there, and in fact it is.
1 up, 1 down.
All right, Encarnacion Strand. Only 1 for 3 today. Goes up to try to fish for that slider.
Bases empty, 1 away. You're the bottom half.
It got by him. 1-2. And he'll go down. What a slider. That was disgusting. Robert himself is also 1 for 3.
2 down, nobody on.
Inside with the fastball. I think they're setting up a slider on the outside. You never know, though.
Appears to be getting loose.
That slider tried to get to the outside. It was more middle. It's a fly out. Inning is over. Alexis Diaz is able to hold his team to a 1-run deficit. Kyle Teal will be the first one to face Mason. It's called strike 3. It finally works in our favor.
Big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of.
I don't care. That happened 3 times to me. So you didn't say anything. You didn't say anything about that when it happened to me.
That wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
That's the first time it's been called that way for them, and he's all over it. It happened to me 3 times. That is a foul ball by Brian Roquillo. We're going back to 102. Upstairs, 101, strike 3, 2 down, 1 out to go. Pete Crow Armstrong is the last piece of hope. That one's just a piece inside. Called a ball. 2-1. Swings through the slider. 2-2, 1 strike to go. Just outside, full count. Does he expect a fastball? My gut says yes. We're going to go with the slider. Swings, grounds it to Encarnacion Strand. The bag is tagged and the game is over. 4-3 win to complete the sweep here in Cincinnati. That is what you like to see. Alrighty, that is going to do it here for me, guys. Actually got more than 3 hits today, and we got to celebrate. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Good win by Rhett. Fought hard, struck out harder. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.